What's poppin'? It's your boy Silva back in the house. I told y'all I was gonna do some long form content, so I gotta deliver for y'all. And I wanted to at least start off with an introduction. You probably seen me on some of the shorts, and you're wondering who is this guy? Why is he? Why does he talk anime? A little bit about myself. I'm 36. I'm an old head. I may look young, but I'm an old head. So I've been watching anime since I was around like 13, 14. And I always remember running home from school to watch Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Ronin Kenshin, the classics. And the funny thing about me is once I got into sports around 16, 17, like serious football and stuff like that, I dropped anime completely. And I hadn't watched anime pretty much all through college. I used to clown my friend, my one homie, Everton, who's a big comic and anime fan. And I used to be like, why are you watching Naruto? That stuff looks like trash. And of course, full circle, 2 or 3 years into college, I picked it back up because Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan were the animes that brought me back into the fold. So it's funny how I grew up on Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon, and then the animes that reinvigorated me were Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online, and those two shows are polarizing in themselves. So if that gives you any insight as to how I operate, I swear to God, I'm not an edgelord. I swear to God. But nonetheless, I always wanted to talk to people about anime. And I think that I struggled as a kid because one of the things about me in sports was they used to call me Goku because I used to run like a ninja. I used to run with my hands behind my back. And I didn't know how to explain that. I was just like, oh dude, it's better for projectile, aerodynamics if you have your hands behind your back. I later on studied kinesiology, and it told me that I was completely wrong. You actually need to be doing this. The motion, the locomotion works better that way. But I would be lying to you if I told you that when I was younger, I was comfortable about talking about anime, just because there was a little bit of a stigma when I was coming up in the early 2000s, super late 90s. The people who were into anime were looked at as not as cool, not as hip. And it's funny because now it's kind of the in thing. Like, oh, you watch anime, you're in, you're cool. There's still some stigmas, but I think that anime is a lot more acceptable in today's community. And I love it. I love the fact that the kids these days can enjoy anime openly and have these conversations. It's amazing to me, to be honest with you. And so I figured no better time to jump back on this horse than while the iron's hot. And I'll tell you, 2025 has been an amazing year for anime. And I think I picked the perfect time to jump into the fray and get it cracking. And by no means am I an expert. I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, I've done the 10,000 hours. So listen to Silva. I may have sensei in my name, but I'm more of a Sherpa. I'm more of the guy you come to and you say, hey, Silva, I got a friend. I got a friend who needs to experience anime, but I just don't know how I'm gonna get them into this. And I want to use my YouTube to help bring people to anime. I'm an anime missionary of sorts, spreading the good word and faith of Japanese animation to all. Well, it's not only Japanese anime anymore. Now we have donwa and manhwa. And it was funny, I was talking to a good friend of mine, NYC Anime Nerds, and he was talking about how anime is now slowly giving foot to the Korean and Chinese stories. I wonder, is it that, Japan has had such a stronghold for so long, they're getting a little lazy? I don't know. That's a story for another time. But it's interesting now to see how much Korean and Chinese shows are becoming super popular. And some might even argue have superseded some Japanese anime. As you saw, Solo Leveling was breaking Crunchyroll. And that's a manhwa. That's a Korean show. Supercube is a donwa. Very hard to find, but when you find it, you're hooked. So the landscape is changing, and no better time to have a guide, a Sherpa, than now. And so that's my mission. My mission is to, one, help people who haven't ever watched anime find the right genre, find the right starter pack, find the perfect entry to open up the gateways. And hey, maybe you already watch anime and you want to learn more about other genres. Me specifically, I didn't really watch much slice of life until recently, until some of the community members on TikTok broke it down. I watched slice of life wrong. It was kind of like watching, what's the movie with Patrick Bateman? I'm blanking on the movie. I'm gonna remember it later. But nonetheless, when you watch, is it American Psycho? Yes. If you watch American Psycho and you watch it as like a thriller, it falls a little flat. But when you watch it kind of like a comedy, kind of like when you watch it through the lens of like they're making fun of corporate America and what it's like to live that life, it opens up that movie. It makes you view the movie in a different light. And I want to help do that for certain animes because I feel like some anime, you have to kind of explain where they're coming from. And once you understand that, once you're not trying to make it something it's not, you can enjoy it. So that's one of the main missions that I'm here to do is to help guide people through their anime journey. You know, one of my favorite authors is Brandon Sanderson, and one of his most famous lines from his books, in my opinion, is journey before destination. And so what does it matter, right? If you get somewhere, if that journey was so hard, or maybe you didn't even remember half of it. Like, did you really gain the experience in getting to that destination? So why not make the journey fun? Why not enjoy the journey? You know, like happiness isn't a destination. It's the journey towards it, you know? So I want to help people enjoy anime more. And I want to use this place to have people ask me those questions. Like, why don't I like this show? Or I love this anime. What else should I watch? Like, I think that we need a community for this. And it's something that's going to gain more popularity now that you're seeing collaborations with the NBA, MLB, and hopefully football, American football. I would love to see American football do something with anime. I think that now is the time to really help bring people into the fold. And so, yeah, Silva's gonna be an anime Sherpa / missionary, bringing people into the fold and helping people understand that anime isn't for kids. There's some anime for kids. You can find anime for kids. I will give you anime that you can watch with your family, but there's a large selection that's not safe for kids. I literally watched Chain Soldiers with my mother by mistake. It can happen. It can happen to you. Let me be the crash dummy. Let me make the mistakes so that you don't have to. This isn't a place where we're running a boot camp and everybody's got to get in tip-top shape to watch anime. No, this is a community. I want to create a place, a safe place, a place where people feel comfortable to talk about what they love, what they want to see, and maybe ask for help. Because of course, you can go to forums and there's plenty of places for you to get the help you need. You can go to Reddit, but why not have a community of people who are helping each other out? So I'm gonna break it all down for you. And you don't need to subscribe now. I'm gonna be posting on a daily basis. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna make it a point for you to see me. So whenever you're ready to start your journey, you know, just look me up. Look me up. Silva Menace, Silva Senpai, Silva Circle. I'm gonna get them all together. They're gonna all kind of come together eventually. You know, God forbid I jump on making content once every YouTube name has been taken. That's what happens when you're a pop trying to make content. But we're gonna make this community by hook or by crook. We can treat this like an isekai, and I'm like that OP Atelier or the non-combat. I don't have any S-rank combat skills, but I think I can put together a decent group of people that can help us move forward as an anime community. And I just want to help, you know, I just want to help serve up more information and bring more people into the fold, because I think that there's so many people who want good original. There's so many people in this world who are searching for good original stories, and there's so many great original stories being told through anime. And I can't even say Japanese animation anymore. You gotta say anime, because the Chinese, the Korean, and the Japanese are hitting it with full force. And I don't watch K-dramas, but my boy told me those are good too. So it's like, I barely even watch American shows besides 1923. That's been really good. Oh my God, the last episode. Anyways, sorry. The ADHD had kicked in. I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink. And that's what Silva's gonna do. Silva the Sherpa. Please let me know. What are the things that you struggle with? Maybe there's something that you'd like explained better. If you're an anime fan, maybe you can tell me the issues you're having with maybe getting some family members into certain animes. If you're not an anime fan, why not? What is it? What's the first anime you watched that made you say, "Oh, I'm never gonna watch anime again"? Maybe I can solve that ailment. Leave me some comments. You know, I want to help you. I'm here to help. I got some stuff to say, but I'd rather help if you got questions. And like that, it's a wrap. I'll be back, and it won't be next week. No, it'll probably be tomorrow, because there's a lot for us to cover. And this is a community effort. So with that being said, Silva out.